So what exactly are our house rules? We said them before. We're going to keep repeating them so that we get the hang of them. The first house rule is, as you come in, please mute your mics. We don't want them interfering. We don't want the background noises interfering with our session, including the recordings. It's very distracting, all right? So please mute your mics anytime you come into the meeting. Number 2 house rule is register your name on your screen, your device, or your laptop as you come in to participate. The last session we had, we taught you how to do this. So once again, as you are there, if peradventure your screen, your device is still showing your device number, then you want to go to the top right-hand corner of where your phone model or your device is, all right, where your name is supposed to be. So click on the 3 dots there. It's right beside the mute or unmute icon. 3 dots, click on it, there'll be a drop-down menu. Scroll down to rename, that's at the very bottom of that drop-down menu. Click on rename, and it will show you what you want to impute. It will show you a bar, an empty bar, or somewhere, where your phone is. So you just change it to your name. It's very, very important part of this training because it's what shows that you attended the program and will ensure that you get your certificates, all right? So I continue. Number 3 house rule, put off your video if you are in a public place so that we preserve privacy and that we don't have funny background images, all right? When we record and when we're in our sessions, we don't want to see what is happening in the background. It's only your beautiful faces or your handsome faces we really want to see, okay? Thank you very much. Number 4 house rule is use your hand emoji reaction if you have any remarks or any question. All right, so that reaction is at the bottom there, okay, at the bottom bar where you have the heart sign. You click on it. This is for the benefit of those that are not too tech savvy, okay? So you just go to the heart emoji at that bottom bar where all the different images are showing. And that's where you find your reaction for your question, to pass on your remarks or your question. And lastly, last house rule is use the chat box for your questions and your answers as well, all right? Use the chat box for your questions and answers.
So what is one thing that you can remember or was your takeaway when we did the first session? So can you put it in the chat? And Janet, you can just read it for us. So before we get started, what can you remember from the first chat that maybe stood out for you or is your takeaway from session 1?
I have it here from Temitope. Okay. Hello. Said how to digitize my business.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else?
Great. What else?
I have Enobong says new skills to enhance my business. Okay. I have Taiwo Oloruntoba, good evening, said I'm into accounting and debt management. Okay, she's here to tell us what she learned last. I have new skills to enhance my business from Enobong. I said that.
Yeah.
Then profitability makes a successful business. That's it for me. My takeaway was the fact that it's not late for me to put my business in the online space. That's from Teresa Uchekwe.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
I have Taiwo here. Said I learned difference between digitalization and digitalization.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Thank you.
There's somebody else who had spoken to the questionnaire, which is actually cross-cutting. What's her name again? There's somebody up there. Can you
Okay.
scroll easily there at the top above Enobong? Oh, sorry. My touch screen.
I can't see the chat from here. Adibola, read it. Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll to it.
Okay. Why she's doing that? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Janet.
I have someone here that says, I think the name is Lutayo. It said, digitalizing my business will give me a wider exposure in business. Marian
Absolutely.
said, effective and efficient business strategies decisions
Okay.
during the last section using digitalization.
Okay.
And I have Beatrice who said, how to leverage on technology to sell our business to people globally.
Mhm.
Did I continue?
No, that's okay. Thank you so much,
Okay.
everyone.
Okay.
So, and I like everything that you've all said. Something stood out for me that it's not too late for me to learn. I think that was Teresa that said that, not too late. And that is the honest truth. It's not too late for all of us to learn how to digitalize our businesses. We are in now, like I said before, the age of AI. Anyone who feels it's too late for them to learn digital skills doesn't actually understand where we are right now. I remember years ago when I used to work as an employment advisor, and some people we would recommend that they go and learn how to use the computer. And you hear many of them back then. They said, "Oh, it's not for me, and I don't think I can learn it." And then the pandemic happened. And you'll find that a lot of people who didn't know how to use Zoom before, that was the only way they could keep in touch with family. And so you'll be very surprised that when life becomes necessary, you'll be surprised what you are ready to learn and what you are able to learn. So I love that statement. It's not too late. So before we go on, I just want to add something else, a quick question as well. Who knows how many people on average we have globally? Put that in the chat. How many people are in the world? And, we're not saying it to the number, but around here, how many people do we have on the planet as at now? So let's see who can respond to that question. And how many people do we have on the planet right now? I'm just looking at it to see if there's anyone that has responded. Do we know how many people are on the planet right now? Okay, Marian said 7.2 billion. Anyone else agree or disagree? 500 billion. That is lovely. 1 billion. Okay. Billions. I like that. One person was very close. Okay. Olabisi, that PM is okay. Good. Okay. Over 8 billion. Okay. We'll take two more. 8.2 billion. Okay. Thank you. We have over 7 billion people. So thank you everyone for responding. Yes, we have over 8 billion people globally. Over 8 billion. Why am I saying this? Is many people answered and said they want to take their business global. If you want to take your business global, you've got over 8 billion people that you can reach out to. And I remember listening to someone years ago, and that person said, if you have 1,000 people, just 1,000 people buying from you every single month, that is a good source of income. And you have 8 billion people that you can sell to on the planet. So some of the things we're going to be teaching you here, you're going to learn things that can put you in a position where you can reach out to people beyond your local area, your local street, your local community, and start going global. So even on this platform alone, we have people from different countries all over the world. So I'll keep that in mind. Yes, start locally, but know that you've got 8 billion plus people who are ready to buy from you if you can position yourself as a global business owner. Who would like that? Okay, so we are going to get started today. And I am your trainer again for this week. So I'm just going to go on. If you see my internet being a bit slow, the weather outside here in the UK is a bit it's wet. So, and if you hear me cough, it's because yesterday I've had a battle with a cough, but I said, you know what? You don't decide how my day goes. I decide how my day goes. So today, my name is Tokunbo Shumbayo. If you're just coming in, our session 2 is how can digital skills help you grow your business? How can digital skills help you grow your business? This is an interactive class, so I would like at least 2 to 3 people to answer this question before we get going. So if you can just raise your hand, if you would like to answer this question, how can digital skills help you grow your business? So Adenike, help me see if there's anyone that raised their hands. Adibola as well. Help me see if there's anyone that raised their hands who would like to answer that question. If you've raised your hand, you can unmute yourself and tell us, how can digital skills help you grow your business? Anyone want to try it?
Those of us that are already engaging in digital means of I don't know, marketing or something.
Okay.
Anybody?
It allows you to connect to a bigger audience other than the audience in your country.
Absolutely.
And you can make money in your sleep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I like that.
I like that very much.
Okay, so we have more people who's raised their hands. I can't see them, so can the next person?
Christy Anyang. All right, Christy, unmute and answer.
I've done that. Sorry, I'm actually on transit. I hope you can hear me because there's a bit of noise in my background. So, yeah, okay, thank you. So the first thing is knowing what kind of business it is you're doing. You need to look at your audience, look at the scope, that's the coverage, the area you want to do the business. So all those factors will enable you know how to digitalize your business. With that, you would know based on your audience, the exact kind of IT tool to use in automating your business. Okay. So with this, you will be able to launch whatever kind of IT tool it is you want to use. Okay. So what I said earlier is, first of all, identify your audience, the people you want to sell this business that is you're doing to. Next is your scope. That's the coverage. Where are the places you want it to get to? So those things will help you to identify the exact IT tools to use in running your business.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
One more.
Thank you very much. All right. So Helen.
Okay, so I believe the question was, how can digital skills help us grow our business?
Yes.
Correct.
And I think, yes, I think it can help us grow our businesses by, the ability to reach a wider range of people, which you already said when you talked about the number of people we have globally. But another very important one could be, it could actually help us, it could be cost effective when it comes to making your brand known, or marketing, let me put it like that.
Yeah.
So digital marketing can help us grow our businesses by giving us the advantage of cost-effective marketing, or maybe other things like the ability, basically the ability to reach a wider range of people. It's also very efficient.
Yes.
I mean, once you have the basic
Your internet is breaking a bit.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Network or whatever. You are able to reach a lot of people at the same time. So there's a bit of efficiency also tied to how digital skills can help us, enhance our businesses. So there are other things, but I think I'll stop here so that other people also get a chance. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Helen.
much, everyone.
Very apt indeed. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very apt. All right.
So,
over to you.
Yeah, thank you. So we've all heard how can digital skills help you grow your business. Honestly, it is a game changer. And when I look back now, you know, the story of my life and digital skills started way back when I went for my youth service in Nigeria. And that was the first place I learned how to use the computer. I don't know if there's anyone that knows MS-DOS and what's it, Lotus 123 back in the day. So that was how we started learning. And when I look back now, I feel it's one of the best investments that I had done for myself was to learn digital skills back then. And there is so much I can do. I might have the opportunity, I'm not sure if I have the opportunity and remember to share my website with you. And you see that I literally built my website myself. And there's so many things you can do now where you don't actually have to build things from scratch. Before I used to build my websites from scratch, but nowadays all I do is just take a template and tweak it. Most times when I start with a template, by the time I finish, it's all different, but it helps me not spend too much time in doing things. Before I used to go like, I've got to do every single thing myself. But nowadays I've realized that, you know who am I proving things to? So sometimes I just take templates and I would tweak them, change them, use it as a springboard for what I'm doing. So always keep those things in mind that when you're upskilling or when you're using these digital skills, there's also ways where you can make things faster for yourself. Okay, so today's session. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to hand over to Benedicta, and Benedicta is just going to quickly take us through the training so far. So Benedicta, over to you.
All right, thank you, Tekubo. Good evening once more, everyone. Benedicta Peter Oguki is my name. We're talking about the training so far. Our first session was on Tuesday, and we talked about why digitalize, digital transformation and digitalization. And I was so excited when different people were talking about what they learned in the first session, and a number of those things have been said. So I will just highlight a few things. What is digitalization? Digitalization is the use of digital technology to transform our business model and provide new revenues and value production opportunities. And talking about digital transformation is the process of using digital technologies to create new or modify existing business processes and customer experiences. That is, it just helps us to enhance our business. It helps us to develop our business and make our business better. Then talking about digital transformation, it transcends traditional roles of sales. That's marketing and customer services. It begins and ends with the business thinking about how to make it better. It increases the engagement of our customers, and our customers are being satisfied. That's the truth. And from questionnaire we looked at that there were different, for us to know how far we have gone, how our journey, our business has gone so far. So those were tools that help us to be able to place ourselves and say, okay, this is where I am, this is what I need to do, this is where I need to make improvements, or this is what I need to do to my business. And we looked at Amina, who is a female entrepreneur, and we had to talk about what she needed to do to make our business better, to expand our business and make it more visible. I think I will just stop there so that I will not start repeating all that has been talked about. So that's basically it. And hello, sorry?
Yeah, thank you. Anything else you want to say? You're done?
Oh, I think that's all. I will just end there so that we'll continue with the training.
Thank you, Benedicta. And that is really it. So all the things that we have done so far. We also have the video. So if you did not attend the first session, please go into your WhatsApp group and watch the video that is there. If you joined after the video was placed there, please just ask your coach for the first session video. Do watch it, and because that way it becomes easier for you to be able to do the models on the platform. Another thing I want to add is some of you have not gone into the portal to start the training session, the models. Please try and visit there and do your models. So if we have someone talking, can we have that person muted, please? Okay. So thank you, Benedicta. So let's get on with it. So I'm not going to take this one because we've had that conversation. I just need to mute someone there. What struck you from the first session?
J7.
Okay.
Yes. Galaxy J7. Please mute yourself and change your name, please. Change to your name.
Yes,
thank you.
Please.
Sorry, it took over
to you. Yeah, we can mute them. I think I've made you co-host. So once you see somebody unmuted, just click on the mic on there so we can mute it for them, because sometimes people actually didn't notice.
Okay.
So I'm not going to take this question because we've actually done this question. So I'm going to go straight into it. So today we are going to look at areas of business digitalization. And for those who were here last week, you saw how I struggled with pronouncing the other word, which is digitize. And now I've missed it. I was practicing it all day today. So I think I'm getting quite a tongue twister with this one. I think this digitalization is quite easy for me, but the other one was digitize. And I still not got it. So I have to go back to the training school of learning how to pronounce those words. But anyway, so today we are looking at areas of business digitalization. We are going to look at 3 areas. Now, I'm not going to be going deep into this. I'm just doing a bit of introduction. And we're going to look at building an online presence, selling online, and adapting other business processes. Now, the reason why I'm just going to touch on it as an introduction is because we have broken this down into the other sessions, and we are going to kind of expatiate on that over the course of the next few weeks. So please don't miss any of them. So first of all, I'm just going to start with building an online presence. So what does it mean to build an online presence? Because there's a difference with building an online presence and selling online. So I want us to know that there's a difference between the two. Building an online presence is you coming online and being found. So if any of you were to type in your name online now, what will you find? So if I give you that homework, so that's your homework. Type in your name online and see what you will find, because then you've already created an online presence. And one of the things I used to tell my children, be very careful what you put online, because once you come online, it's there forever. But at the same time, if you have something online that you are not afraid of, then you have no problem. It doesn't matter what people see online. That's why I do not get involved in having online arguments with people, or having online, maybe something happened like in politics or something like that. I don't get involved online. One of the reasons why I don't get involved online is I was not there. It doesn't matter how controversial the conversation is. I stay away from having any kind of conversation that I was not a party to. Honestly, we are living in an age now where people that don't know the full story, they will be talking as if they were there. They are talking as if they are the ones that created the whole issue. People are fighting themselves. People are angry with each other over, like, I remember there was a wedding that happened in Nigeria when I traveled to Nigeria this year. And it was a big wedding, as everybody will know about it, JP 2025. I didn't even hear about it. I didn't know anything. It was one of the ladies that I'm on Facebook with. She said, are we going to be sitting down again the whole day today? Abby, when are they doing the other ones? So I was going like, what are they talking about? So I clicked on it and I saw that Nigeria was having a very big wedding. And when I got to Nigeria and went to visit a family member, they were watching it all day. They were playing it back. And that's how I got to know about it. But if I'm going to now get into the conversation, I don't get her wedding dresses, they did this or the family did that. It's not my business. One, I don't know anything about them. But reason why I'm saying that when you are building an online presence, you want to be very, very mindful that what you are putting online, do you want people to read it in 10 years' time? You don't know who you want to become in future. And everything online, even though some people will say, we are going to scrub it off, it never really goes away. So I just want to say to everyone that when you are building an online presence, be aware of what you are writing online. Because if you are now starting business later, and you maybe, for example, want to travel abroad, I can tell you a lot of countries are beginning to look at what we have online. Things that we have said, are they things that go against their country? Are there things, your beliefs or your ideologies or things like that? So you want to be very careful when you are building your online presence that you come online for the right reasons. So another thing about building an online presence is you're coming online. What is it for? So am I coming online? For us here in this space, it's because we want to present our businesses. But also I want you to understand something is that when you come online, yes, you might bring your business online, but also many of us, if not all of us, have some form of social media. So whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok, I know more young people are on the other ones like Snapchat and things like that. Whether it's on WhatsApp, you are online or on your phone for something. And so when you have your business online and you have your personal brand, as we will call it, online, do they match up? Do you, a person who wants to look for you as a business, what would they find in your personal brand that would make them want to buy from you or not buy from you? So let us be conscious that when we are coming online and we have an online presence, that it is the kind of information or things that we are proud of, things that we want to be identified with. So this is just my own personal opinion. And it's just, sometimes information helps us make better decisions. So when you are building an online presence, be aware of that. I think another thing I would say about building an online presence is what platform is the easiest for you to manage. I'll be honest with you, I never used TikTok. I did not use TikTok for a very long time. I was more, if I post something on Facebook now, the number of people that would respond, because Facebook has always been my go-to place. I even tell people that if you want to find me, you'll find me on Facebook before you even find me inside my emails. Facebook has been one of my go-to places. It's the easiest thing. I have my communities in there. But I'm now just coming into LinkedIn because now that I'm doing my business full time, and a lot of my business is for, because I do coaching and things like that, LinkedIn is a good place to find people who need a coach, or it's a good place also to find organizations that need a trainer in my own area of expertise. So when I'm coming online, I'm building my online presence, I keep all those in mind, that the type of people that I want to see me, what would they see if they type my name in? Or what would they see if I type my business in? So please, let's keep that in mind. And as we are going ahead, you will see that we are breaking down. Hello, can you mute, please? So it is really important that we keep it in mind what we are doing when we are coming online. And in the course of the weeks, we're going to break this down. I'm just giving just a little flavor of thinking about online presence. In the course of the weeks, we will start to break this down and really go in deep to building an online presence. Okay, so if anyone has any question, anything around building an online presence, you can put it in the chat. But one thing I want to ask everyone now that they can put in the chat, who comes to your mind right now? Maybe a celebrity, somebody famous that you know that has built an online presence that you like. So put it in the chat. Who's that person that comes to your mind that had built an online presence that you actually like? So I'm not saying that this person has a good character or something. I'm not talking about that. But you know that they've built an online presence. So anyone, can we read the chat out? Adebola, can you read the chat for me? Okay, I can see Vicky James. Absolutely. And you can see the types of clothing that Vicky James sews. I think she was the one that sewed the wedding. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So speaking about those that are in movies, I know that some who used to be conservative before, somebody like Keanu Reeves, even the African Nigerian Nollywood, quite a number of them have been doing a lot of, they've been doing a lot of online presence in all the different platforms now. Of course, the most popular is things like YouTube and TikTok, especially the TikTok shorts.
Yes.
And we have, of course, Mommy Wa. We have what's that lady's name that slaps faces? I forget her name.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So yeah, so I can see also a lot of names in here. So Yvonne has said Myron Golden. Honestly, Yvonne, when I first met, everyone should go and look for Myron Golden, honestly. So there's is this Eniola? Ifeoluwa Timile, is this Eniola? Yes, so Mel Robbins, yes. Kemi Talks, okay. So we are seeing so many names here, some that I know, some I don't know. Vicky James, Brené Brown, that's another person I know really well. So can you see that in our different countries, we all have different people that we know. As we all know, Yabo Joe for Nigeria. My internet is a bit unstable, so if it goes off, I will. So thank you everyone for sharing that. And so we can look in the chat and you will see how these people have built their online presence. Okay, so the next one I will go on is selling online. Selling online. And we have a whole a week of training in selling online. So what am I going to say about selling online? Before I go on, I said something about TikTok. So let me go back to that. So I hadn't used TikTok for a long time, or hadn't, thought of putting myself on TikTok for a long time. But over the last few weeks, I started using TikTok. So I've kind of, I have, I think, about 3 channels on TikTok, or is it 2? I didn't put my personal one yet. So I have my Women Elevating Women, and I also have a Christian one, which I call the God Factor. And I was talking about making things easy. And I think that was why I didn't actually put myself on TikTok, was that I didn't find it very easy to use. But when I got serious about using it, I use CapCut to edit my videos. And suddenly CapCut went to £21.99 a month. And I was like, are you people serious? So I stopped using it. But the other day, I did a video on TikTok, and I said, let me even try and edit it on TikTok. So when I clicked on it, I found that TikTok's editing software is exactly like CapCut. And I was telling my kids, I said, really? None of you told me that, when I say TikTok, that, Mom, you can actually use it because it's like CapCut. And my daughter was looking at me like, okay. I said, I don't want to say young people, but I was just going like, at least you could have just told me that, Mom, it's as easy, because I kept on telling her that, CapCut is the one I love using, and now their price is £21.99 a month. She could have just said to me, Mom, TikTok also has something similar. But anyway, so yeah, and I found that it's easy for me to use. I literally created a video inside TikTok, edited it inside TikTok, and uploaded it. And I had the highest number of views I've ever had since I started TikTok, how many weeks? And I was like, okay, good. So that's for me. So find what is easy for you to use to be online. So now selling online. We are going to learn so many things about selling online. So we have selling via a marketplace. We have selling via your own website. We have selling via all the social media platforms. How many of you have a shop or have business on Instagram? Because I know for some countries, Instagram is a big selling place. And even many people have been selling so well on Instagram without even having a web page or a website. So how many of you have your businesses on Instagram? So your business is on Instagram and people can find you. Put the name of your business, no links, just put the name of your business so that people can go and have a look at what your products are on Instagram. So put it in there. This is your one opportunity to put it in the chat for you to sell your business. So if you're on Instagram or any other platform, any of the platforms that you feel you would like to, all of us to go and have a look, and even let us click on it and follow them or subscribe or whatever. This is the opportunity everyone has now for you to do that. So sell yourself. You're selling online, and let us look at it. So after we finish the session, people, you can, write it down and you can go and have a look at that person. Whoever puts it there, they're telling you that I'm online. Okay, great. We can see so many coming on. See, so great. Okay, so I'm going to go on. So like I said, we're selling online. I'm just looking at the time to make sure we are staying within time. So when you want to sell online, you need to know what is it that I need to do to sell online. So you must not miss the session of selling online. I am only telling you that this is what we are going to be doing over the next few weeks. So if you want the details of selling online, what kind of ways you can sell online, please make sure that you are coming back to the sessions. Okay? So selling online is just bringing your business from the brick and mortar to the online space, and you can use so many forms in which you can sell online. So, or you digitalize your business. So it's not just online, but digitalizing your business. So like you've got WhatsApp. WhatsApp, you can have the WhatsApp business or even your personal WhatsApp. I remember a few years ago, I created some cards, Mother's Day cards, and I put them, they are digital cards, and I put them onto my WhatsApp status. So I left home on my way to work, and between my house and getting to the office, I had already made some sales. And I just tested them out. I said, oh, it's Mother's Day. I'm good at using Canva. And I just went into Canva. I created those digital cards, put them on my WhatsApp status. And by the time I got to the office, I think I had sold about £10 or something worth of cards on the first day that I put it up. So can you see that there's opportunities out there for you to make money if you know what you are doing, and also build the skills that is required for you to do that. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the third one, and then we are going to have a conversation. So the third one is, just give me a second, let me find where my cursor is. Adapting other business processes. So this again is going to be broken down. We're going to have that conversation around adapting other business processes. So what do we mean by other business processes? Okay, so when you think of business, so for example, okay, I'm now online. How do I take payments now that I'm online? So for me, I use a service called Thrivecart. And that's where I put all my products. That's where I will collect all my payments. People can pay me on that. There's PayPal. So that's another way that you can actually be paid online. You can have your email marketing. So there's different platforms like MailChimp. You can use that to actually reach your customers. We've looked at the CRM, which is your customer management service there. So how do you manage your customers? You know, how do you make sure that they're all in one place and you know what you're selling to them? So I remember there was a company that many years ago where you would go into, was it? No, it was a book that I read. I don't know if anyone has read E-Myth. So E-Myth was where the guy was like, they will have people come into a hotel, and as the person gets into the hotel, they open their room, there could be a box of chocolates that the person likes. Why? Because when that person came to the hotel the first time, they probably had asked this person, what do they like, you know, maybe in conversation, general conversation. And now this person has kept on coming back to the hotel for years, to the point that they actually know what this person likes. And so the person doesn't even need to ask anymore, because they would come in and maybe they meet a box of chocolates, or they found that they've helped them use pillows that are really fluffy, whatever it could be. Why? Because they've paid attention to their customers. So when you are adapting your business processes, or when you are setting up your business, you want to make sure that you are setting up your business in a way that people want to keep coming back. My Women Elevating Women events that I've been running for over 10 years, no matter what, I always have women reaching out to others to say, it's a lovely place to be. You make good connections. We have a good time. We have good food in a good location, you know, lovely hotels. I don't just look for anything, because I want people, most especially, to have the best experience. They've taken time out of their life to come and join me. So I've looked at those different business processes, those different things that I can adapt to my business to make my business stand out. So you want to do the same thing. Maybe you have a shop, and on your, you know, maybe the road where you have your business, there's more people selling that same product. How do you stand out? It's learning to adapt these business processes, these different things that can help you. So this is just an introduction. Again, we are going to be getting into the nitty-gritty of this over the next few weeks. So I'm going to kind of stop there, and I'm going to go into the stories of women entrepreneurs. So what we are going to do today, and you're going to bear with me, I'm going to own up, we are actually going to break out into breakout rooms. Now, one of the things, this is my week, I am not the strongest with breakout rooms, so you're all going to bear with me. Everybody has their areas of strength, and I'm going to be putting us all into breakout rooms. So the first thing I want everyone to do is to get your phones ready, because you're going to need your phones. Some of you, not everyone would need it, but if you have your phone ready, please get your phones out, because this is the questions that everyone is going to be talking about in the breakout room that they will find themselves. So I want you to take a picture of this, because I'm going to share with you a short profile of a woman entrepreneur who is struggling to run her business, plus a set of possible strategies she can use to improve. Can we mute, there's someone in the background. Each strategy has a cost. And all of you in your room, you have to come up with a recipe of her digitalizing her business journey. So please, can some of you take the pictures, or all of you, because you don't know what room you're going to be in, and you might be the one person who had taken the picture of it. So I'm just going to give you another 10 seconds to take the picture, and then we are going to move you into breakout rooms. So next thing is, I'm going to show you the first woman. So her name is Priya. Again, can we take a picture? Because I'm not too sure if I can put a picture in the breakout room. So if I put you in a room where Priya is going to be your room of discussion, so please take a picture again of Priya. So take a picture of Priya, and so I'm going to count down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's Priya, and this is her strategy. So again, take the picture. This is Priya, and this is her strategy, and you're going to have a conversation around this. So I'm going to bring out that question back again. So that's the first person. I'm going to do a countdown now. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that is Priya. Okay, so we're going to go to the next person. So her name is Fumni. Now, we've taken this from our website, so I am not going to say this name was spelled wrong, because that might just be the spelling of her name. If I would look at it, I would say Fumi. but you know, this is what we had from our platform. So I'm going to stick to that because that just might be her name. So please take a picture of her because you don't know what room you're going to be in, and this will be the conversation. So she is a hair salon. She has a hair salon, and this is the conversation. Okay, so I'm going to count down again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and this is her strategy. So Fumi has the following options. So again, please take a picture of it. And I'm going to count down, and then we have one more person. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the last person is Sarah, who is a small-scale farmer in Kenya. Okay, so take a picture of her because everyone needs these pictures. Yes, we're going to send them to you later. But honestly, you might be out and about on the road and you can read about her, see what's going on while you're on your phones and take a look that, you know, if I was Sarah, what would I do? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the final one is her strategy. Okay, so it is this. So take the picture. And we have the question at the bottom, where should Sarah start and what should be her next step? So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm just going to stop sharing now, but let me go back to the question so that everybody understands. So what we are going to do is we're going to put you in groups. We'll probably put you in groups of 8, and you're all going to have a conversation, and you're going to say, so this is the conversation you're having. It's the short profile of the woman entrepreneur. So it could be Priya, it could be Fumni, or it could be Sarah, and each has a strategy, it has a cost, and they have to come up with a recipe of her digitalization journey. So she's struggling in her business at the moment. Plus a set of possible strategies she can use to improve it. So that's really what you want. How can she improve her business? And what's the recipe of her journey? How can you come up with a recipe for her digitalization journey? So when we finish, we want one person. So choose your spokesperson, and that spokesperson will come and tell us what help they've given the person who they've been assigned. Okay. So if you don't, yeah, go ahead.
Folks,
yes.
Right, if I may say something here.
Yeah.
Right, so everyone, we've said it time and again, we're only here, all of us are here, both trainers and participants, to learn from each other. There is no right answer and there is no wrong answer. We all are simulating and learning from one another. So don't be afraid. Don't be shy to say anything. All right. We're all sisters and brothers here. All right.
Yes.
To support one another. So nothing is wrong. Don't think anything is wrong and don't be afraid. We're all here to support one another. So feel free to say something. We may actually learn from you in what you're saying there. All right. Because it's just for us to brainstorm and see options. Thank you, Tokes. Yeah. Over to you.
Yeah, and that is so true, is you could be holding the answer to somebody else's breakthrough. So please don't hold it. Don't.
Absolutely.
You just never know. Okay, so I am going for my first breakout room. So nobody, let me stop sharing first of all. So we're going to put you into breakout rooms of, I think, about 8 people. So let's admit the people in the waiting room, first of all. We have some people who have double names. So you might end up finding that you might be in the same room with yourself. Okay, so let's look at the breakout rooms. Where are you? Okay, let me close this one. Okay, yeah. So we're going to have about, so I'm just putting more breakout rooms there. Yep. And So I'm just going to assign each person into a room.
Someone is asking, Tina is asking, how long are we in the breakout rooms talks?
So we're going to be there for about 15 minutes into the breakout rooms. Okay, so I've got and so just give me so I'm just allocating, so just bear with me.
While Talks is doing that, you can continue to begin to think of the answers, right, to the questions, okay?
Yeah,
depending on what the
absolutely.
area is, what Sarah is doing, what Fumi is doing, as the case may be. You want to strategize, you want to think about the cost, and of course the recipes. You know what recipes is all about, yes? From ingredients to how you combine them and how you come up with the end product that of the food that you're going to eat. So you can begin to think about it while Talks works on,
while I'm learning how to do the breakout room.
Thanks, Stokes.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's good that everybody has a first time for everything. Yes, Absolutely. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the encouragement. Please, I need more hands clapping from you.
Yes, so.
We are clapping for you.
Clap, clap, clap.
Yeah.
We're clapping for you.
I need it. I need it.
Well done. I know you are able.
Oh, I am learning. And if anybody finds themselves in the prime minister
Thank you,
or
Angela.
the president,
wow.
This thing, you're all on your own. You can go and be talking
I
to
like Benedicta's applause there. Looks like a standing ovation. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I think we are almost there. Yeah, I think. Oh, okay. So I got one more. Let me see where we're actually having 8 and 9. So okay, and more people are joining. So we'll try and see where we can put them. I think we even have one room. Okay, so I'm going to put you all in a room and then we will see who is not in a room. So some of the coaches, if you find yourself that 2 coaches are in a room, please do let me know. Let me even look through. I'm learning now, so I'll see if there's 2 coaches in one room. So yes, there are.
Okay.
I'm gonna move this person to this room. I think I'm learning a lot. Okay, so we've got. Okay, yeah. We've got yes. Okay, good. I'm gonna move this person. Okay. Okay. We are almost there. So I'm just making sure that all the coaches are not in the same room. I think I've got it. So I think everyone is in a room now. Have I put you all in a room? So room 1, let's. So welcome back. Welcome back. We'll soon have everybody in the room once it closes off. 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Welcome back. So I have done my first breakout room ever. Lots of learning. I found that I could not actually enter a room, so I should have done for next time. Thank you.
Great. Action.
Thank you, everyone.
Action, not words.
Honestly, actions, not words. Never be afraid to try something out. This is why we are business
There's always a
people.
first time for everything.
Absolutely. And I've learned so much. So if you need a consultant of breakout rooms, please reach me.
Talk to the Amazon.
Oh my goodness. I was just thinking of Coach Bis.
Sorry,
Coach
my
Bisola.
network is a bit bad. I don't know if it affected you, but it suddenly went off.
No,
that's okay. I think many people, it's affecting many people. That's okay. Hopefully it will get stable. Then you could always access details in the recordings. All right. All right, folks, over to you.
Yes.
Amazon woman.
So lots of learning today, this is what business is all about. I studied business, and I always say to people that a lot of times the things we learned in business at school is not what you meet in the real world. So we're going to take the last bit now as we round off. So we're going to start with, which room should we start from?
Your sound is low.
Oh, my sound is low. Can everyone hear me? Because it might be the person. Okay, so
I hear you here. It's clear.
Okay, so that person, please increase your volume. It's not me. AA Collections. Okay. Okay, so we are going to go in order. So room 1, do you want to give it a go? Are you ready with your spokesperson? Take the floor.
Aisha, thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay.
So we discussed Priya. Priya runs a clothing business. She has repeat customers, but her shop is tucked away in the corner, so she wants to get word of her business out some more. And the strategies we considered were using message application, make a shop on Google Maps, make her shop visible on Google Maps, create a social media presence, and create a simple web page. We felt that
I want to write something.
Sorry?
Don't worry, I've muted her. It's Abiodun.
Okay.
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
we felt that she should start on Google Maps. Even though we had conversation,
Sorry,
even though we
I'm
had
just muting.
even though we had a discussion about whether it should be using the message application should be the starting point. But we, there was an argument that she can only reach people she knows, because if she doesn't have the phone numbers, then she can't reach them on the on message applications. So we thought putting herself on Google Maps should be the starting point, and then when she gets contacted on Google Maps, then she can put them onto the message application and then start reaching out to people, and then also reaching out to friends and family as well, using, because it does say something about she's in touch with friends and family, but then she can also showcase the clothes she sells on her status, and maybe that will get some people, interest her friends and family. So the next thing we were all sure, we were all agreed on was that the next thing would be social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So thank you for that. So that is room 1, and I hope we've picked up something from that.
Let's give an applause for group 1 and Aisha.
Okay,
go to the chat and
give
them an applause. Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. Good reactions. So thank you, room 1 and Aisha, the spokesperson. You have done really well. Thank you for sharing that. So we are going to go to room 2 because of time, and we want to keep to time. So try and give us like maybe 3 points, or just make it a bit short. Like we said, this is our first time of doing the breakout room. So when we go back, the things we learn from it, we would take it on board. So room 2 and your spokesperson, and you have about 2 minutes to do that.
This is easy. We studied Fumi, who is a hairdresser. She has clients. She doesn't have any iota of bookkeeping or how to keep her money. And that has resulted in her ringing clients later to say they're owing when the clients don't think they're owing. So we looked at the strategy that was involved in trying to solve this issue. We had different options. Somebody talked about an Excel spreadsheet and all of that. But we then looked at the strategies, which were basically a roadmap for what she needs to do regarding her business. And we found that in the list of strategies, the topmost was to at least start with a simple computer with an application for bookkeeping. And when she's gotten the hang of that, she can then go on and install an accounting software to help her more. Then install before that a messenger application where she can communicate with her clients regarding services she's offering, her closing, opening time, what she's offering. That way her customers are kept abreast of what's going on. And at the same time, with those bookkeeping applications, she's able to handle her finances. And then finally, when everything is all done and said, she can have a simple web page that gives like a newsletter to people saying, this is what we're doing and this is how you can contact us, so that there's no embarrassment from the customer saying, oh, you're owing, when she doesn't think she's owing, or changing opening times. So we tried to make sure that those were the things she put in place first before any other thing. And there are a lot of free applications to help her. She doesn't need to spend money.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Everyone, again, please put in the chat good reactions. Let's clap for them. Room 1 and room 2. So we call them group 1 and group 2. Thank you so much for that lovely information. And we can all see how this can be useful in our own businesses. Okay, so thank you for that. Okay, so over to room 3. And who's your spokesperson? So who's the spokesperson for room 3? Can you unmute yourself? You might be muted. Who was in room 3? Do you remember your spokesperson? Otherwise, we'll move to room 4 and then come back to room 3. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
So room 3. Okay, who's room 3? Okay, so we'll go to room 4. And we'll come back to room 3. We will come back to you. So room 4, is there anything? Room 4, which group is room 4? Room 4, did you have a spokesperson? Okay.
I didn't pick any, but I think I can say something for room 4.
Okay.
We discussed Fumi also, and first we noticed that fine, she has a little hang-on on the bookkeeping thing and all that, but majorly her clients are complaining that they are not aware of her business hours and new service offerings. So we feel that the first place she should start is from her strategy. Use a message application for communicating when she opens her business, her, putting all those her time of opening business, changing the service offerings that she has to bring, to them. She can put it on her status, or at least let people be aware. And then she can now move forward to using a simple computer application, which sort of the Excel for bookkeeping. Since she already has a small book, she no matter write it on a book, she can use on her computer, start the bookkeeping and begin to learn the skill. You won't cost her much. The effort level is not much, and begin to put things in place so that with that she will not find herself in a problem where people are asking her, I paid you so amount. You said I did not pay you this and all that. So from there, she can now go into the bigger parts of creating a simple web page for her business and putting all the information that is necessary, and then install a bigger software as her business grows.
Okay.
So for instance, we feel that communication aspect. So I have a business, I'm a hairdresser. This is my opening hours. This is what I do. These are my service offerings. People should know that before we even start getting patronage. And then she now starts accounting, this is how much I charge and all that. Even though she should have that. But first and foremost, we felt the communication aspect should be cleared. So because that will attract customers to her, because they know that this is her time, this is what she's offering. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, let's put, our reactions. Let's clap our hands. That is group 4. Thank you so much, Ifeoma, for taking that position. Can you see what happened there? Immediately, someone couldn't, maybe there could have been internet problems or something. Another person quickly stepped in. And that's how business is. Even in business, maybe somebody calls you, you're not available. Next door neighbor, me too, I sell these things. Or, and the person jumps in. That's how business is. And then somebody will not get up and say, hey, but the person came to my business. When you are doing business, you have to think like a business person. So thank you, Ifeoma. Okay, so is room 3 ready? Is room 3 ready? If room 3 is not ready, room 3, are you ready? Anyone? Okay, so we're going to go to room 5. So room 5, are you ready with your spokesperson? Thank you for the groups that have shared. I hope we are learning. Okay, room 5, are you ready?
Marian is to represent group 5.
Okay.
Marian, please, can you unmute and speak?
Marian, you are muted. Is that Marian Abiodun?
Yes.
Okay, so she's muted. So if you're speaking already, Marian. Okay, is there anyone? Okay, is there anyone else? Is there anything written in the chat? So is there anyone?
Okay, Marian, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Marian. Go ahead.
So we talked about Sarah.
Okay.
The local farmer in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she produces crops and she sells in the local market. And the other neighbors use some agro-weather tools, which we think she should look into. So have real-time crops and to be able to sell, larger quantity because maybe the production is higher. And then we also look at the fact that she should subscribe to a digital farmers marketplace, a bigger marketplace instead of playing in the local league. And so that she can also reach to a wider range of buyers and be able to improve on her inflow. Also, we look at the fact that she could use computer application for good bookkeeping so she can keep a tab on her inflow and outflow. And with that, she can improve on her inflow invariably. And then lastly, we also look at using messenger applications for communication with clients so that she can reach a wider range of clientele and be able to build further on that. Basically, those were the things we looked at, and from the chart, we also saw that she has scored low in some areas which she needs to improve on. Basically, that was what we look at, and we think she'll be better off at the end of it all.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone, please, a round of applause as well. Thank you. Well done, Marianne, as well. Okay, so we are going to room 6. Please, room 3, when you are ready, you can put it in the chat. Okay, so room 6, who's your spokesperson?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Is that Nkem?
Yes, ma.
Okay, go ahead.
Oraniku Augustine and Nkem Jika.
Okay, Nkem, go ahead.
Okay, I'm presenting for room 6. We also looked at Sarah, the young entrepreneur farmer from Kenya. Looking at her strategies that she has already put on ground, she scored medium and low on the medium on the first 2 strategies, which is a local farmers association and cropping stuff. Sorry for using that word. But what we think she needs to do first, because the question there says, what do we suggest she do first? So we are like, she's supposed to at least create a Google for the business, which will be different from her own Google account, because this will enable her to have a bookkeeping. She can use Google Sheets for her bookkeeping for income and expenditure, which will enable her also to arrive at a cost, because her cost level is very low and she can't do any business without knowing her costs. That's number 1. Then number 2, since she's just starting, she doesn't want to come out and be frustrated. She needs to take it bit by bit, being that she needs to identify her target audience. Is it the retailers or the wholesalers? Because this will help her to know the things that she needs to put in place so that it will not be too big on her or coming to break her down. Then also, she needs to automate the system that she want to use, because she has to create a page aside the Google account for the business. She needs to have a page, at least like Facebook page, where she can refer people, and she can open a WhatsApp. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Being that she's still a novice and she's still coming up in digital marketing, she can use WhatsApp business and automate it with auto response, and now link it to her Facebook page for the particular product, so that whenever a customer or a client comes, there will be an automatic or automated message that will respond to the customer, pending when she will come up to attend to the customer. Because she needs to put a lot of things in place, like the delivery, which is very important because she deals on perishable goods. How will those goods get to the end users on time? How am I going to be collecting my money? Is she going to do it pay on delivery or pay before delivery? These are the things that she needs to put in place, because when she goes to register with a agro union that can give her crops at a larger quantity, when those crops comes out, who are you going to sell to? So you need to get your audience first before you now think of increasing your production.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nkem. That's amazing. Okay, please, reactions. Let's put it in there. Well done. Okay, so that was Nkem, and honestly, you've seen that everyone that has spoken so far, they have done really well in their groups. So group 7, room 7, over to you. Who's your spokesperson?
Group 7.
Okay.
We dealt with excuse me.
Okay, so is that Taiwo?
Prayer. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, we dealt with Prayer, who has a small clothing business that operating from the corner of our home. And then the main a key problem is to find she's struggling to find new clients. Although she has she uses a computer to keep she uses a computer for digital bookkeeping, and she just message application to stay in touch with only family and friends. And so what our solution is that she should first bring her business. She should create media presence. She should create presence on social media. So if she creates presence on social media, from there she can now use a message application, because they said that if she creates presence on social media, then she can now make her show visible on Google Map. This when she's on social media that you can go to Google Map to be able to find her. Then from there, after creating presence, she can now have the number of most of the clients that she can reach out to through message application. And finally, now she can now create a simple web page and improve on the message application. Then somebody says she can partner with influencer that's aligned with her brand. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Taiwo. Again, a big well done. Please, let's put some emojis, clap hand, everything in there. Well done, well done. Thanks for sharing that. So I don't know, is room 3, are you ready, or are we ending it there? No pressure. But is there anyone in room 3 who feels that, you know what, I want to speak on behalf of room 3? Did we have any coach in room 3? It could have been that room that, because I wasn't in any room. I had to keep my eye on people who were coming in and out. So well done, all the rooms. So we don't have anyone in room 3 coming up. Okay, so we're going to round up now. So is there any chats, anyone that said they're going to speak on behalf of room 3?
None.
Okay. All right. So thank you, everyone. Honestly, there was a lot of takeaways. And by the time we send out the videos, everyone can have a listen. But honestly, we all have, apart from the fact that we're all entrepreneurs, we also all have people that we know who are entrepreneurs, and you actually can have conversations with them. We have to be careful. Well, you can have conversations with people and say, you know, have you tried this? Have you introduced this into your business? You know, because there's opportunities everywhere. So today we've had our breakout room and we've had our spokesperson. We have all the conversations. We just want to say a really big thank you to everyone. Let me just go back into sharing. I don't know if any of the coaches have anything to add there. So we've looked at Priya, we've looked at Fumni, and we've also looked at Sarah. Now, one of the things that we want to look at when we are putting together our own businesses or revisiting our own businesses, what is the strategy you want to use? What is the effort level? When you're starting out, you look for some things where there's low effort, but there are some things that, you know, maybe creating a web page, it's most likely going to be a medium effort anyway. And if you put it in your budget, one of the things I've learned with a lot of us as business people is learning to create a budget for your business. Have a budget for your business. You know, I have my budget for my business. It's always within reach now that I put it there so I can say it, because it's very easy for you to forget things. So put a lot of things in place where you can reach them easily. And when you're starting out, of course, you want to keep your costs low. But then there are some businesses that what is low to one person is different. You know, somebody could say, oh, I started business with 100,000. And for that person, it could be low in the industry that they are going into, whereas it could be a lot of money for somebody else that if I just had 100,000, my business would just explode. It's different for different people. So thank you, everyone. I'm not going to kind of talk too much because we want to end. So I don't know if anyone has any question, anything they would like to ask before we come to the end of this session. Anything you would like to ask us, you can put it in the chat if you feel it's in the chat. And if it is something that we can answer now, or it might be a question that will be answered in the course of this training over the next 5 weeks. So if we find that yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Tokes. Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right. So great job, everyone. Honestly, I think you should all clap for yourselves, right? While I say this, wonderful presentation, everyone. Okay. Now, I think we still have people who are having challenges. So before we really ring off, perhaps people like Smart Techno Spark 8 should stay behind Galaxy so that we can solve the problem now, as per your name showing. So if your name is still you're not able to put your name, stay back in the meeting even after we've rounded off, so that we can take like 2 minutes to put you through and solve your problem immediately. All right, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So I believe there's no questions in the chat, or is there anything that's a question? Can you all, coaches, can you have a look in the chat?
Adeoye Modupe is asking, said, do you need to get a budget if you are rendering services and not selling?
Okay, so if you're rendering services, every business, even if it's a service, you are still using money. Anything where there's money involved, have a budget. Whether it's personal, whether it's business, I always recommend it. Have a budget. So for your services, I believe it's a business as well. So that means that you are selling something to people. So you give them something that you're selling and they give you money. So yes, it's good to have a budget every month. I say to a lot of people, they will say, I don't have enough money coming in. So, and I'm going to go a bit spiritual here. You know, do your budget, whether you are having enough money coming in or not. I want to task every single person. What kind of budget would you like? What kind of money would you like coming into your business? Go sit down tonight and write down your whole budget, that if I was just having this amount of money coming in, you know, what would I do? So if you have a budget, you can see what you can do. I'm a budget coach, so I don't even want to go into the full story of it. But what I'm trying to say is always have a budget for your business. How much does my business need this month? How much is going out? How much is coming in? Because that way you will know if your business is profitable. But one of the biggest challenges we have in business is as money is coming in, we are spending it. We are not separating our business. And don't get me wrong, I've been there so many times because we also have needs. But I want to say to everyone tonight, go and write the budget of a successful business. Even if your business does not look like it, write that budget every single month. Keep on writing it, and you will see that your business will meet up with your budget. Because why? When you have a budget, then, like for me that is a Christian, I can present my budget to God and say, God, this is my budget. So how are we going to do it this month? And I'm telling you, when I used to have a business in Nigeria, that was how I started seeing the miracles at first. Because sometimes we will not sell in my shop. And then suddenly when it's time to the week where I'm going to pay salaries, that week people will just be coming left, right, and center. We will sell. Sometimes we sell more than what we would have sold for the whole month. So I want to tell you that I serve a God of miracles. So please, everyone, go and do your budget. If you don't know how to do a budget, put it in the WhatsApp group, your WhatsApp group, and we'll see if we can find something that we can use to help you in writing a budget. But this training is not for that. But yeah, so any other question very quickly?
Yes, I just want to.
Yes, go ahead.
Can I come in?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm in support of what Tokes just said now, that everything is about budget. It's like a vision. If you don't write it down, you won't be able to run with it.
Yes, sir.
Even if it is something to do with your house, Don't just put the money, put your hand in your purse, spend. If you do that, then you don't want to make it. But if you have a budget, it's a guide.
Exactly.
If you're going in excess, it will call you back.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to have budget, whether you're selling goods or services. Once anything involves money.
Exactly. Thank you. And that is the voice of a banker. So when the banker will tell you anything to do with money.
To add to that,
yes,
I think sometimes we that are in services, it's difficult to put a price to these things. So allow me to just mention items that you need to budget on because it's services. And there are things like calls. Since you have to make phone calls, obviously, you are using airtime to make calls. So that is an item on your budget. Again, you're using data when when you correspond, when you're sending emails, even when you have meetings like Zoom meetings. So your Zoom meetings, you want to have a budget for that, right? In terms of data and overheads like that, basically. And of course, cost your time, the time you're using to talk to them. Is it like maybe you want to cost in terms of per hour or for the week and what have you, and the particular customer cost it so that you see how profitable it is in your delivering service to that individual customer or to the entire, customer base. Thank you.
Absolutely. So thank you for sharing that. Like we said, if we go into the conversation around budgeting, we will be here for a long time, but it's really important that you get all that right. What I would just say to add to that is get a little notebook and look at, just like Adebola said, every time you buy data or you buy your phone card or whatever, because here in the UK, you kind of know what, like my one is the same amount every month for my internet, for everything. But if you're not doing that on a monthly basis, just write it down each month. Maybe if you follow it for the next 3 months, you will get an idea of what is going out and what is coming in. The biggest challenge we have is that we don't follow the money. So please write these things down, see what you're spending, and you will form a pattern. And that pattern helps you to become a good steward of your money. We will find a time where we can do a training for you on that. It's not in this one, and but we would like to support you. So let's see how that goes in future. All right then. So thank you, everyone. We can't take any more questions tonight. One of the things I would like to add to this is please go into the portal and start doing your tasks. There are tasks there.